Welcome back to Stray Trains and the new Arden Station. Thanks to the ABC, the Metro Tunnel team, Metro Trains Melbourne, and a shout out to a special friend of mine for the invite, I was given the opportunity to look at one of the 5 unopened stations inside the Metro Tunnel during November of 2024. In this video, we take a look at the outside, concourse, and platforms at the new Arden Station. Hope you enjoy the video. Arden Station is located in the suburb of North Melbourne, not to be confused with North Melbourne Station, which is currently open and is located in the suburb actually of West Melbourne. In this video, we're going to take the Lawrence Street entrance into Arden Station, which is, as we can see right here. And I must say, it was a very grand looking station on the outside. It is kind of so hard to believe that this is actually soon going to be an in-operation railway station for Melbourne and everyone to use, but enough mucking around. Let's take a look at the inside a little bit. The whole day was predicated on the live filming of ABC's The Friday Review, which is a live talk show in regards to current affairs and many other interesting aspects, such as various guests from Metro Trains Melbourne, as well as many Australian-born artists, which made for a very entertaining day. Both of the hosts were very upbeat, so it was lots of fun. Now, one finer detail that did catch my eye was what the passenger information displays were showing at the time. It appeared probably because there was shuttle testing only underneath the tunnel, meaning from Anzac to Arden Station. All the passenger information displays were showing trains towards Anzac Station. Plus, a future look at what our sort of inner area of the network is going to look like, which is kind of cool to see. It's already been programmed in the passenger information display system. Namely, the Sunbury line, no longer part of the yellow Northern group colouring. Yet interestingly, the Frankston, Werribee and Williamstown line is still all green, despite it showing the Frankston line going to be going through the Caulfield Loop. Not to mention all 5 Metro Tunnel stations on the map, and the current city stations in grey. Very nice to see the outside, but I'm sure you've come to see what is underground, so now we're mucking around. Let's head there. Just like other city loop stations such as Melbourne Central, there is sort of an underground level between the actual platform and ground level, which is where we are right now. Despite a lot of grey, it is nice to see some vibrant colouring, predominantly consisting of orange and yellow. I'm sure once the station opens, there'll be even more colouring, such as posters and whatnot. And I said it before and I'll say it again, it is quite grand of a station. It is so hard to believe this is probably the smallest of the 5 stations in the Metro Tunnel, and it just feels so surreal. It doesn't feel like a train station in Melbourne. It is good to see that there is plenty of lifts, escalators and stairs, so this should make passenger flow pretty steady once the station opens. But enough said, let's head down to the platform. We'll start off by taking a look at the passenger information displays, with once again both showing Anzac Station on platform 1 and 2. And what is not for world standards but groundbreaking for Melbourne standards, we have screens now showing exactly which carriage you are going to be entering and how busy it's going to be. Of course, all were empty now, but this is definitely going to again help with passenger flow, helping people determine which carriage to get on to increase their chances of a seat. It was interesting that the platforms were numbered, platform 1 and 2, rather than saying, for instance, east or westbound. But if you didn't know which way platforms are going, there were maps on either side showing you which way the trains were running. Platform 2 looked like the eastbound platform towards East Pakenham and Cranbourne, whereas platform 1 was the westbound platform towards Sunbury. In terms of the actual platform itself, it is very, very wide, probably wider than just about any other platform on our current network. And of course, it is designed for potentially 10 carriage high capacity metro trains in the future. So as for now, it has a proceed to door 21 if you are further than the 7-car length, with 3 carriages per door. Door 21 would be the final door on a train. Dare I say, the bins are rather fancy looking. I don't know what it is about them, but even they look quite advanced. It was rather surreal being at such a big platform with pretty much next to no one around. It was so empty, something that I'm sure won't be the case for much longer when the tunnel does open. The platform had Lots of good signage, whether it is directing people on where to board the train, exit points, help points, etc., hearing aid loops, so it was well designed in that regard. Something not unique just to the platforms at Arden Station, but rather all platforms in the Metro Tunnel, is some First Nations artwork featured on the actual platform floor itself. These pieces have been designed by First Nations artist Marie Clark, whose work features footprints of native animals found on the traditional lands and waters of the 5 Kulin Nation mobs. More than 30 oversized footprints of animals including the koala, sugar glider, wombat and emu will feature on the platforms of all 5 new Metro Tunnel stations. A little closer look now at the actual rail itself, including the platform screen door technology. And unfortunately the rails, you could see them quite easy in person, but I think due to the camera it looked a little bit blurry. But there is the Metro Tunnel track. If you were wondering and hoping to see trains in this video, unfortunately at the time of visiting, no test trains were running, most likely because there were members of the public there. So that was unfortunate, but we'll see trains running sooner rather than later. It was really cool to see some of the technology behind the moving doors with one of the compartments open. And for safety, all platform screen doors had a little fence as extra protection. Plenty of different types of lighting across the entire station premises, including these big globe ones here. But one thing that I really did like was the fact that despite this being an underground station, there is actually some natural light showing, which is really cool. So you'll know if it's daytime or nighttime. Something that none of the loop stations currently have. And one other thing, there was this little mysterious logo that was pretty much on everything, lights, PIDs, that couldn't quite work out what it was. After asking though, this is actually a logo with 2 M's on it, being the double M, which stands for Melbourne Metro. Apparently before the tunnel was named the Metro Tunnel Project, the name for the tunnel previously was Metro Melbourne, so this is sort of paying, I guess, a little bit of homage to that, and this is where the M's are. They sort of are mirroring each other. Here is the first one, and here is the second one. Although, despite this, it really does look like there is a diamond inside a rectangle inside a circle. And that's going to end our little tour of Arden Station. Can't wait to see this station in full operation in the near future. We'll end up with a video now of a high-capacity metro train passing the Metro Tunnel Western Portal entrance, just minutes away from the nearby Arden Station. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I think we'll leave it at that. Cheers.